on the 15th, 16th of June 2020, when the Chinese army tried to make an incursion on PP-14, the Indian army very bravely showed their valor and pushed the Chinese, the PLA, away. In the process, of course, our Jawans attained martyrdom. Colonel B. Santosh Babu and other Jawans of 16 Bihar Regiment. 20 of our Jawans attained martyrdom. The country and the Congress party stands with the army. We have absolute utmost respect for their valor. And nobody in this country can not have anything but absolute respect for our brave army. 19th June 2020, the Honorable Prime Minister in the all-party meeting made a very startling remark. It was a comment which shocked everybody, not just in India, but also people who watch India from abroad. He said, and I quote in Hindi, "Na to hamari seema mein koi ghusa hai, na hi koi ghusa hua hai, na hi hamari koi post kisi dusre ke kabze mein hai." The Chinese media immediately lapped up this comment of his, wherein he's openly, clearly, publicly giving a clean chit to the Chinese PLA, saying that they have not entered our territory and they are not in our territory. The very next day, that is on the 20th of June, the Ministry of External Affairs of India, in a written statement, contradicted the Prime Minister's remark. This is unprecedented. This is shameless. And they also confirmed, the Ministry of External Affairs in its statement also confirmed that the Chinese did make incursions. We have enclosed the copy of that statement. The Modi government is repeatedly telling the country, informing the country, that they are talking to China, the counterparts in China, to ensure that the Galwan Valley, Pangong Tso Lake, and the area of hot springs, there is a status quo ante as on April 2020. This has been the Prime Minister's consistent stand. But if you read today's newspapers, most of them carry satellite images, they carry quotes by former generals of the army, they carry advice from experts, observations of experts, the security experts, wherein we can very clearly see that instead of withdrawing, the PLA has not only come back on PP-14, they have started making tents and they have captured PP-14 point in Galwan Valley again. This is the same place where our soldiers attained martyrdom while chasing the PLA away. We also see that the Chinese army has in Pangong Tso Lake, finger 4 to finger 8, have again brought in their military equipment and started making bunkers. General D.S. Huda has also been quoted in some of these newspapers, wherein he says that in the riverbed of the Galwan River, we can see the Chinese constructing roads. We can see a lot of military vehicles and bulldozers present there, and also their camps. The eastern Ladakh sector also we can see a lot of equipment again, armored vehicles of the Chinese army, and approximately 10,000 PLA soldiers. The Chinese army has also come in the Depsang sector, the Daulat Beg Oldie Road. There also you can see a lot of Chinese army vehicles, armored vehicles. This is unprecedented. The Chinese were never present there. We demand from the Prime Minister on behalf of the country, we have these questions, we demand answers from the Prime Ministers. All the newspaper reports, the quotes by retired army generals and satellite images and the experts who have been opining that the Chinese have made several incursions. Why is the Prime Minister trying to contradict all of them? What is he trying to hide? Did the Prime Minister mislead people in the all-party meeting? Is our second question. We demand whether we were all misled. Has the Chinese army come and erected their tents on PP-14 point at the Pangong Tso Lake area from finger 4 to finger 8? New bunkers being constructed by the Chinese army? Are they trying again to make fresh incursions? The Prime Minister and the Defense Minister need to come out clean, take the nation into confidence. When the retired army generals, security experts, satellite images, newspapers are all talking about fresh incursions, construction by Chinese army, the Prime Minister and the Defense Minister are expected to take everybody, every single Indian who is worried today, into confidence and tell us what is the way ahead. How are you ensuring that our land, our borders, which have been so valiantly protected by our brave army, are safe? Has the Chinese army also come into the Daulat Beg Oldie Road, the Depsang sector, the eastern Ladakh area with armored vehicles? Has the Prime Minister and the Modi government taken this into taken notice of this fresh incursion? The nation wants to know. When the Indian army has been valiantly pushing the Chinese army away from our territory, isn't the Prime Minister undermining their morale by misleading the country, by giving contradictory statements? One part of the government says one thing and the other part comes and contradicts it. It sends a very demoralizing message to the army. Is it in national interest for the Prime Minister to mislead the nation? Is our next question.